1. We're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm your host, BK. I hear that every morning at 8 o'clock. We are going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're at Circuit World and Blue Ridge. That's Blue Ridge, Georgia. Yes, we're at Circuit World. Great place here. Got all the TVs. Make sure that hard rock and roll noise that you got playing back there is turned down so it doesn't bleed through the mics. Circuit World, Blue Ridge. Yes, we're usually at Sycamore Crossing outdoors. Hopefully we'll be back next week. We have had a little bit of rain here up in the North Georgia mountains. I hope you're okay out there. There's a lot of creeks, streams, roads that have been washed out. So be careful, okay? Because there's a lot of water damage from high water, rushing water. And when they say flash flood, please, it means exactly that, flash flood. It can be very dangerous and it can happen immediately, so be careful out there. So we're indoors today at Circuit World. We're so happy. You know, I stop by here in the middle of the day and I say, hey, I'll be by tomorrow to do a show. Okay, they got to rearrange the whole place. I can't tell you how much. We got 6 months same as cash or anything here? We got any deals?
Reclining furniture, 6 months same as cash.
What do we have? For what?
Reclining furniture.
Reclining furniture? Yeah. Is there any other kind?
Yeah, come in and
there you go. Reclining furniture. Reclining furniture, 6 months, same as cash. Okay, 8:10. Ask the Doc. Dr. William Whaley is here at 8:10. At 8:35, we're going to have the All-Star Political Panel. I'll be with us. And then at 9:30, we're going to go to Senior Living with Jesse Barton. Now, we've got a special this morning. Our Pet of the Week. Do we have a special, Amanda? Do we? Are you paying attention, Amanda?
I'm paying attention.
Okay, I see you are paying attention. But we have our Pet of the Week. We still have that, Humane Society of Blue Ridge. So we've got a really great show lined up for you. Now, last night, I watched the president in Pennsylvania. And earlier in the week, I watched the president down in Florida. I'm going to tell you what, the media could do anything, say anything, be as ugly as they want to be, never say a nice word. There's networks that a nice word about our president of the United States never comes out of their mouth. But I'll tell you, people still come out to see this guy. That place in Pennsylvania, now, I know Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, all right? And it's not in the middle of nowhere. It's a big area. But still yet, packs them in. By the thousands, they go up there to see this guy, all right? No matter where, no matter where he is at, they pack him by the thousands. And then the next day, there's networks that want to try to tell people it's meaningless. And I've always been able to say that you can look at a Trump rally, okay? You can look at a Trump rally, and you can look at you can look at a Trump rally, and you can look at the media, and they just don't get it. Now I want to get personal for a minute, okay? Because what bothers me is the identity that they try to put on somebody, the way they try to stereotype and put people into a box that go to a Trump rally. So this morning I'm watching the news, and the only media cameras they could find is maybe some guy that's wearing some camouflage, which it's okay out there, people, all right, where I come from. So that's the only way they try to focus in, and the way they talk about it is, you know, tobacco chewing, tooth missing, you know, backwards gun toting, QAnon wearing, t-shirt wearing people, conspiracy theory. They go on and on. But you know, let me just say something here. Now, my sister's a professional, all right? She's a professional. She runs 2 businesses. She runs one business that probably is about 150 people. She runs a law office of about 6 that are in the law office. And she is a professional. and has done well. My brother-in-law owns the law office. He's an attorney. And what is that school down there in PA? Dickerson? What is that law school? Which one? Am I got it right there?
Fairly Dickinson?
Yes, I think it is. He's an attorney, been an attorney for years. Has a very good practice there in the Lehigh Valley. These are professionals, okay? Now, I'm not bragging about the amount of money they have, their status or nothing, but they both went to college, they worked hard, they built business, and they attend Trump rallies. Okay? And the only reason I tell that story is because I get so upset with them trying to say that we don't have doctors, we don't have lawyers, we don't have professionals, we don't have educated people on our side. Well, you know, you can't count me. You know, I'm not that bright, but we do have a couple on our side, the American people. I get frustrated with that. Now, tariffs in the family farm, and I'm going to go to break so we can get Dr. Whaley, but tariffs in the family farm. And I brought this up all through the week, and I'm going to start with it again. I get pretty tired of the family farm, and all of a sudden Democrats are concerned about the family farm and concerned about the farmers. Well, you know, remember Farm Aid, and you remember Willie Nelson going around doing Farm Aid, okay? Maybe they were trying to save the family farms at that time because of the terrible Democrat tax structure that was put on family farms, and they were losing their family farm. Now, in the you keep hearing that the tax break. Let me straighten something out. I got Doc in here, and it's really frustrating. You keep hearing the media say, "Well, the recent tax break was for the rich," okay? Or the recent tax break. It's being proven that people are not bringing home as much in their paycheck. Okay, that's what you keep hearing because that's the narrative they want you to hear. Let me tell you what they got rid of. They got rid of this thing called the death tax. They got rid of this thing called the death tax where dad, mom, whoever, the family business works their whole life and they amass enough through hard work that it goes over the amount that has to have what's called a death tax. Really, you work your whole life to give 50% of it when you die to the government, not your kids, and then your kids can't come up with enough money to pay the taxes, and guess what? You lose the family business. That's the farmers in this country. Don't let them tell you one day how much they care about our family farms, because what was happening, and has been happening for years, okay, is you have farmers that have modest homes, they have equipment, and they have a lot of land. And the value, not what's in the bank account, the value of everything exceeds what's called the amount underneath the death tax. And the kids have to sell the farm and have to sell everything off because they can't rake up enough money to pay the tax and they can't continue to farm the land. All right? We will get through this tariffs thing, okay? We will get through the soybean. You know, you would think that the soybean was the entire world, according to some media outlets. We will get through that, and we will balance it out. Along with the President of the United States, the American people and the farmers will win once we open up new markets for our manufacturer and our farmers that have been closed off for years. So I know it might be tough on some of the farmers out there. I understand the tariffs. People don't like them. But I do think in their gut, in their heart, America first, and the president's going to win this, and we're going to win together on this. So I'm tired of hearing about the family farm and what it's doing and how Democrats all of a sudden care about that farmer. The farmers have been in trouble for years based on that Democrat tax structure that we just broke. I'm your host, BKP. Let's get Dr. Whaley in here right after these messages.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods.